Hey my loves, welcome to my channel. I'm going to give a few tips on how to master the art of detachment. So without wasting any time, I'm going to jump right into the first one. Number one, please have no expectations when you're getting to know men. Understand this. It is not every guy that you're going to speak to that's going to end up in a relationship with you, because it's not every guy that's worth being in a relationship with you. Treat it like wine tasting. You don't just taste the first wine and then say, you know what, I'm not going to try the rest of the wine because what I want is wine. So the first one, that's it. I'm going to just get a bottle of this and then you walk out. That's not how it works. You need to be open-minded to the idea of experiencing people without an expectation of, you know what, I want a relationship. So by fire, by force, I'm going to have a relationship with this guy because I like him. Because you're going to end up taking a lot of bare minimum actions because you really just want this to work, and you are looking at it from the perspective of, you are looking at it from the perspective of the outcome and not just being present in the moment. Because when you're present in the moment, you are able to view things from a perspective that is more clear. So try and just be in the moment and understand this. It's not every guy that's going to end up with you. So if it doesn't, just in case if it doesn't work out, you were not attached to the outcome. So it's not going to hit you as hard as it does when you are already glued to the outcome. You already see a future with this guy and you just met him. You don't know him. Treat him exactly like that, a stranger, until he proves that he is worthy of whatever it is that you want. Let's say if it's a relationship, until he proves that he has the qualities of what you're looking for and he is worthy of being in a relationship with you. Do not attach yourself to the outcome, please. Number two, please have a life and please have things going on for yourself. Don't be that female that when she gets a man or when she's getting to know a man, she suddenly abandons her friends and her family and her activities. Have things going on for yourself. Let a man just be a small percentage of your world. Don't let him be your whole world, because when he leaves, it's going to hit you 10 times harder. So please have things going on for yourself. And also there's this statement that I just wanted to put in this number two. It says, anything that's too available to a man, he eventually stops valuing it or he will lose respect for it. And from experience, please don't sleep on this statement. It is true. When, a guy can really, really like you so much and really like, but then because you're so available, there's no challenge to you. Everything is just like, if you say jump, you say how high, he's going to get bored. It's like playing a video game and every single time you're winning. You eventually going to get bored of it, even though it's a very good game. It doesn't take away from it being a good game. It's just that it's just too easy. Don't be that. Be that girl that has a life. Be that girl that has things going on for herself, especially when you're getting to know a guy. Don't just be a yes man. Let's say, like, there should be times where you decline offers and you maybe postpone. Let's say if you say, hey, let's hang out, blah, blah, blah. You say, let's hang out on Wednesday. You say, hey, like, I would have loved to hang out with you on Wednesday, but this and this is going on for me. Like, let's say I'm going to hang out with my friends. I already promised them. Or I always have, like, this activity at this time on that day, so I can't really see you. However, how about Friday? So that at least he knows you have things going on for yourself. And when you genuinely have things going on for yourself, it's very easy to like detach from people when they leave, because you still have a life going on for yourself. Number three, please be very big on boundaries, okay? This is something that helps a lot to even walk away from people, because you need to reach that level of being so big on boundaries that they are just as important to you as your self-respect. Yes, they are just as important, because what happens is it just kind of makes it makes it easy for trash to take itself out, really, because when you have boundaries and you verbalize them, and it is very important that you do that, because people can't know what you're about if you don't tell them. So be very honest about your boundaries, and things that you are not willing to tolerate, so that when someone does something, especially when dealing with a guy, if he goes ahead to do exactly the same thing that you said, this is my boundary, please don't mess with it, and he goes ahead and he does it anyways, it genuinely means he does not respect you, because whoever respects you respects your boundaries. You need to keep that in mind. That's why it's so important to have boundaries, because when you know a guy doesn't respect you, it's very easy to walk away. But if you don't know your boundaries and it's very difficult for you to point out when a guy is not being very like respectful to you. That's why it's so important. Have boundaries, be very big on them. Okay? It just makes it a lot easier, because if a guy does something that you're so big on, a boundary that you never tolerate, even if it's gonna hurt you, because that boundary is so important to you, you're gonna walk away regardless of you liking him so much. So be very big on boundaries, people. Number 4, I think, mirror a man's energy. Don't be that female that gives more than she's getting, because you're so blinded by how much you like a guy that you are just willing to just take the bare minimum from him while you're doing the most, because you are so blinded by, oh, I really like this. Don't be that female, please. Mirror a guy's energy. If he seemed to be putting in the effort, put in the effort, put in the same effort, okay? When a guy comes to you with no games and you are also on no games, everything is gonna like be so smooth. But if a guy is coming to you and he's already showing signs of like trying to play with you, like inconsistency and everything, like the first time it happens, mirror his energy, okay? If he's, let's say, to take 2 days without texting you, but maybe he's like online, you can see that he's online, or he's posting or something like that, then now he decided to text you. What are you doing responding to him immediately? Ma'am, no, please, okay? And if you see that, okay, it happens the first time, then just give the same energy. You text him back in maybe like 3 days, right? And if he does it again, where you are texting, everything is going well, they suddenly go ghost on you for like days, the next time he comes back, okay, you are doing this once. The next time he comes back, you're going to say, like, listen, our communication skills don't seem to be blending in together. So I don't think this is going to work out. It was great knowing you. Literally, like, have zero patience for, like, BS. Please, have zero. Like, zero. Otherwise, these people are going to be playing you like a football, and you don't want to be that, because it is so frustrating having to deal with things like someone trying to play games with you. Like, damn, you're grown. Act like a grown man. Like, why are you acting like this? But do understand that the people that are, like trying to play with you, they're not worth it. A guy that really digs you comes with 0 games and everything just flows. Number 5, and this might sound silly and it might not work for everybody, but it does work for me. And remember, all the tips I'm giving are just based on my opinions, and so it might work for someone, it might not work for someone else. But number 5, just enjoy for the moment, okay? Don't now, like I say, don't attach yourself to the outcome. So the way I try to not attach myself to the outcome is by telling myself, you know what? Especially when I'm getting to know a guy from scratch, it's the beginning. I don't know you, okay? There's no guarantee that I'm going to actually choose you to be a partner that I want to have a relationship with. Like, I don't know you. So I try and just do this. Like, whenever, let's say you're going on a date with a guy, I just try to tell myself, you know what? This is the last time I'm hanging out with this guy, because like, I just treat it as though he's going to a different country. I'm not going to see him ever again. So I kind of try and treat it like that. Although I'm going to be present, I'm going to enjoy the experience, I'm going to be paying attention to the red flags. It just makes it easy for me to detach myself when the situation doesn't work out. Okay? But the more you get to know someone, if they're a great person, then I try to just, bit by bit, kind of like feel comfortable with this person, really, and yeah, just let the process unfold. But if I don't know you and it's at the beginning and there's a possibility of something not working out, I just try not to attach myself to the outcome of me maybe getting excited to see you more and more and more, and the next day, because if things go left and you are not a match, and you already had all these expectations, it's kind of gonna hit your heart. Have you ever had to like get over someone you didn't even date? Some did. I know I'm not the only one. If you didn't have to go through that, that's great. That's great. Be grateful you didn't have to go through that. That actually sucks. It's because we have already been so excited and attached ourselves to, I want to see more and more. I want to, that you just, yeah, you just kind of like, it hits you when maybe it doesn't work out. That's why you shouldn't attach yourself to the outcome. Number 6, please be very big on respect. Okay, be so big on respect that when it's not being served, you are willing to walk away, because it's just something you cannot tolerate. Why? Because any strong and healthy relationship, even friendship, any kind of involvement, really, a healthy base would be respect. And there is so much that, especially when it comes to guys, there is so much a guy can do when he does not respect you. Okay, there is so much that he can do. You don't want to be with a guy that does not respect you. These are guys that are so, they are so cruel that they can verbally, physically abuse you. These are the type of guys that in an argument, instead of you talking it out like adults, he's gonna start calling you really, really ugly names, and to point out your insecurities and to do all this stuff. Like, if you can already see from the get-go that a guy is not a very respectful guy, and you can only find this out by paying attention to red flags, if you can already smell that this guy is not respectful, run as fast as you can. Because if you have already like spoken to people that have been like verbally or like physically abused, it starts from someone just not respecting you. Like it starts from someone calling you names, and then from calling you names, they being very physical with you, they're being very rough. From there, maybe they being, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that's always the case, but I'm saying just be with someone that's very respectful. Respect should be something that's very big to you. And yeah, that's all from me for now. I can do a part 2 if you guys would like, and if you have any videos you'd like me to make, just comment down below and I'm gonna make a video on that. Thank you guys for watching until the end. I don't want to make this video too long, that's why I'm gonna leave it here, but thank you for watching until the end, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Turn on the notification button so that when I post you can be notified. Thank you guys for watching until the end.